Former Army football coach Bob Sutton once told me before an Army-Navy game, the desperate team always wins. Tonight, two desperate teams square off. Which one is more desperate? Hi again, everybody, and welcome to North Stadium in Westminster, Colorado for tonight's game between the Arvada West Wildcats and the Legacy Lightning. I'm Bill Rogan, along with former CU tight end Justin Adams, and we thank you for tuning in to high school football on Channel 8. Justin, you and I have a saying. You turn the ball over,
you lose.
You lose, exactly. These two teams both come in at 1 and 3, but that could be flipped around if not for turnovers.
Yeah, let's take a look first of all at Legacy High School. Legacy had no turnovers the first game, and they manhandled Bear Creek in a win. After that, in the last 3 games, they had 11 turnovers. Not surprisingly of how they lost those 3 games.
And with A West, they've had nice drives, but they've been their own worst enemy at times with turnovers.
Yeah, the coach for Arvada West talks about how they could drive the ball very well down the field, but they get stopped up around the 30-yard line, something definitely that he's going to look to improve today.
A West head coach Greg Whistler likes to blitz. Legacy head coach Wayne Voorhees knows that. It's going to come down to the offensive line, perhaps, of Legacy.
Yeah, not only the offensive line, but also Coach Voorhees this week in practice told us that he had Steven Yoshihara, the starting quarterback for Legacy, go over a lot of different plays. One that we're going to see is a screen to Fidel Parrish right up the middle. Arvada West likes to rush on the outside, blitz from the outside, so the middle should be wide open when they do so.
And again, this is a huge game for both teams. They go down 1 and 4, and you can kiss the playoffs goodbye.
Yeah, definitely. Coach Voorhees said that he at least needs 4 wins. This is huge if they want to get to the playoffs.
So coming up, A West against Legacy. The starting lineups and the opening kickoff next on Channel 8. And a big crowd on hand here at North Stadium. Both teams, A West and Legacy, 1 and 3. And as we mentioned in the pregame show, hungering, desperate for a win. Legacy, they are coming off a tough loss. They lost to Fort Collins 17-7. Where A West, they're coming off a difficult loss as well, a 5-point setback to Chatfield, 19-14. Arvada West will receive the kickoff. Travis Baum will kick it away for the Lightning. Lightning in the navy blue with blue helmets, and A West in the white with the purple trim and purple helmets. Deep for the Wildcats. It's Garrett Feliciano and Marcus Culhane. Here we go. High, deep kick, and that'll be a touchback over the head of Culhane. So a nice boot by Travis Baum. And here come the A West Wildcats. Offensively, their quarterback is Alan Martin. The running backs, Claude Nellums and Ryan Gillespie. The wide receivers, Culhane and Rios. Tight end is Falkenberry. And there's the offensive line, Sorensen, Gray, Hart, Ramos, and Froome. We'll set the defense in a moment for the Lightning. Man in motion, that's the tight end, Kai Amadou. And handoff up the middle, good yardage for the Wildcats. Close to a first down. And that was Nellums on the carry. And it's a first down. So a good start for the Wildcats.
Yeah, especially running up the middle. And you just want to establish the run early in the game. That's very important for Arvada West.
Martin in a shotgun. Looks off a receiver and has a man over the middle for a first down. A 22-yard pickup. Not sure who that was. Looks like it was Tristan Rios on a slant. So Rios gets another first down. 21-yard pickup. So 2 plays, 31 yards. And the Wildcats in Legacy territory.
I tell you what, you can't hope for a better start if you're the head coach for Arvada West. Coach getting a first down on the run and then a 21-yard pickup on the pass. Great start for Arvada West.
Nellum's up the middle, and he gets another good gain, about 4 yards, before he's taken down on the play by Jake Bublitz. Defensively for the Lightning, defensive ends are McWee and Ebbs. Defensive tackle is Medina. The nose guard is Chittix. The linebackers, Ayers, Cassidy, and Bublitz. The corners, Hebel and Cavill. And the safeties, Connolly and Drotar. Second down, 6 for the Wildcats at the Legacy 45-yard line. Give to Nellums. And Bublitz drags him down, also sticking his nose in there, Travis Ebbs. So the best defensive play of this young game right there by Legacy.
Yeah, and just so happens that Jake Bublitz is also one of the better defenders for Legacy. He's leading the team in tackles. So he's very important to the success of the Legacy defense today.
And coming in with a play for the Wildcats is Tristan Rios. Also in the game now, Josh Falkenberry. Tight end is slot left. Martin, pass incomplete. Intended for Rios on the coverage for Legacy. Looks like it was Chase Cavill. That'll bring on a punting situation for the Wildcats. Going back is Drew Hebel to field the punt. Punter for Arvada is Alex Hubbard. He's a junior. So 4th and 6. In high school football, Justin, you always have to watch out for the fake. Not this time. Hebel lets it bounce at the 11, rolls inside the 5, and down at the 1. Wow. Looked like Hebel could have caught that ball. Instead, he let it bounce, and Legacy will start deep in their own territory at the 1-yard line. Offensively for the Lightning, there it is. Stephen Yoshihara is the quarterback. The H-back is Patrick Matthews. Watch out for Fidel Paris, the tailback. The wide receivers, Travis Baum, Mitch McCall. Tight end is Edwards. LaGuardia, Baum, Montoya, Jennings, and Chavez are the linebackers, or the linemen. Quick outlet pass complete to the H-back, Patrick Matthews. Gain of about 6 yards, make it 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, I like that call, Bill, especially when you're backed up close to your own goal line. Just a quick pass, a quick out to your tight end. And, you know, it's a safe pass, get you, with 5-6 yards, and now you have the opportunity to now, the room to make some more plays.
And Paris up the middle, out to the 15-yard line, and a first down for Legacy. The guy to watch on the defense, number 59 for Arvada West, and that's Matt Evans. Defensively, they have up front Matt Arroyo and Keenan Leary, the linebackers, Evans, Post, Stack, and McCarthy. And we saw the defensive backs there. Paris bottled up, and he goes nowhere. Robert Motika, linebacker, in on the stop, along with several other white jerseys. Right there in the middle of your screen, number 59, is Matt Evans, 6'3", 210 pounds, and he is a wrecking ball on defense.
Yeah, one of the most important players for Arvada West is Evans, and we're going to have a little bit as we look at the impact players. He's definitely one of them to look at in this game.
2nd and 10. Yoshihara, the quick pitch, and Paris gets out to about the 17-yard line. Coming up to make the play was the quarterback of a year ago, Marcus Culhane. they switched him to defense and wide receiver. They felt he could make a bigger impact on the defensive side and also getting the ball instead of distributing it. He was a promising quarterback, but he's so athletic, they wanted to move him around a little bit. He made that last tackle. 3rd down and 9, so a gain of 1. Yoshihara in the gun. Going deep, and that ball is incomplete, intended for Travis Baum, but a penalty marker on the play. Garrett Feliciano on the coverage, and he's looking around as if to say, what?
From my vantage point up here, the only thing I could see is maybe a hold, but that's a tough pass interference call if that's what this call is going to stand on the field. If we could get a replay of that. Okay, well, just a sideline, warning, just sideline infraction. Yeah. So that's just great defense by the defender, and just, what a way for Arvada West. You hold, you don't get a 3 and out, but you hold Legacy within the 20-yard line, so you're going to get real good field position on offense.
Travis Baum will kick it away, and Garrett Feliciano, who was on the coverage that last play, will receive the punt. He was looking around saying, I didn't commit a penalty, but it was a sideline warning.
Got to get that get-back coach. The get-back coach is the guy who keeps all the players behind that white line.
Line drive kick. Feliciano will have some room at his own 46. Dances his way inside the 45-yard line before he's finally tackled. Good open field tackle by number 42, and I don't have him on my roster.
Neither do I.
All right, so number 42, whoever you are, nice play. That was a 37-yard punt and a return of about 10 yards.
Yeah, and the one thing I'll just look at here is almost number 81, Aaron Edwards. He almost gets the strip there, and that would have been huge for Legacy to get a turnover.
Alan Martin, 6 feet tall, 180 pounds, a junior, hands the ball straight up the middle to Jackson Mitchell, and he gets maybe a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd and long. Bill Rogan, along with Justin Adams, our stat man extraordinaire, Don Pablo Apodaca, and we're at North Stadium here in Westminster, Colorado. In the distance from time to time, you'll see cars on I-25. Hopefully they keep their eyes on the road and not try to peek into the stadium. In motion is Amadou. Martin looking to fire downfield, overthrown, intended for Josh Falkenberry. Drotar on the coverage. Also deep was Nick Weaver.
Yeah, Martin just throwing the ball off of his back foot. He was rolling out, didn't have the chance to get his feet set. And when your feet aren't set, a lot of times the ball will sail like it did on the last play.
Our officials tonight, the referee is Jim Keller. The umpire, Wally Weld. The head linesman is Jim Smithwick. The line judge, Doug Taylor. And the back judge, Tim Kale.
All right, Bill, we have trips right. It's going to be very interesting to see kind of what Arvada West dials up here.
There's a man illegally in motion. Martin up the middle, but the flag flies. And that was a good call. You mentioned trips right. Also 3 men right, the way I like to call it.
Well,
You and that football terminology, Justin. But anyway, here's Jim Keller. So instead of 3rd and 9, it becomes a 3rd and 14. Martin walks over to the sideline to talk to his head coach, Greg Whistler.
Yeah, it's Tristan Rios, number 15, was just a little bit too excited. But also that's on the quarterback to make sure that everybody's set before you snap the ball.
By the way, Greg Whistler, his dad is on the coaching staff. 49 years experience.
Unbelievable.
For Dwayne Whistler, the head coach's dad. Quick out pattern over the head and through the hands of Tristan Rios. So good defensive stop by Legacy. They'll get the ball back.
Again for Martin, as we look at the last play, he just didn't get his feet set. And, throwing the ball to Rios, who's only 5'8", $170, you got to make sure that you get a crisp pass right to the hands of Rios so that he can turn up the field, and get the first down.
Drew Hebel is deep. awaiting the punt of Alex Hubbard. Nice high punt. Hebel fair catch at his own 8-yard line. That's where the Lightning will take over. A 40-yard punt, no return. So better field position for Legacy. Last time their 1-yard line. This time they spot it at the 8.
Well, you know, they're just nickel and dime them, you know.
But a good punter, you know, field position is huge, especially a game like this.
So it's important for Arvada West here to hold Legacy, even if they get a first down, to at least hold them below the 20-yard line.
Bomb in motion from the far side. Yoshihara comes near side, incomplete, intended for Mitch McCall. Covering on the play was Claude Nellums. Also Tristan Rios as well.
And you know what, Bill? That's a pass that I actually like. You know, Yoshihara threw the ball, anticipated pass. You know, you don't see a lot of that in the high school. That was a pretty good throw. Just have to get it a little bit more to your wide receiver just to give him a better chance to catch the ball.
2nd down and 10 for Legacy. Midway through the first quarter, no score. Yoshihara keeps, lowers his head and squirts out to about the 13, maybe the 14-yard line. That'll bring up a manageable 3rd down and 5. All right, Coach Adams, what do you call here?
Well, if you're Legacy, you're going to have a blitz, and it's possibly going to come from, I would say, easily the outside. And then if you're Legacy, you're going to anticipate the blitz, and you're doing an inside screen.
Single coverage on the outsides. Bomb to the far side, McCall to the near side. Here comes the blitz. Yoshihara gets rid of it, complete to Bomb at the 25 for a first down. Tackled by Feliciano, but a good call by Legacy and a good call by Justin Adams as well.
Well, you know, I would like to pat myself on the back. I said a screen on the inside, but you know what? A slant also to Travis Baum works pretty well. I mean, this kid is a senior, a great target, great hands, a guy that Stevie Yoshihara could definitely trust and throw to, and complete it there for the first down.
That pass was a bullet by Yoshihara. 1st and 10 Lightning at the 25-yard line. Yoshihara going deep for Baum, incomplete. He was blanketed by Tristan Rios. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. But good protection up front by the Legacy offensive line, as you see Coach Whistler there with the playbook in his hands.
Yeah, Coach Whistler. He's also a math teacher at Arvada West High School. You know, a guy who used to play for Arvada, not Arvada West. He played in high school for Arvada. Said it felt pretty weird to put on the purple and white as a coach last year.
Second down and 10. Yoshihara runs into a brick wall and a big scrum. Minimal gain at best. 3rd and long coming up. Arvada West, they had Roy Halladay pitch for them.
I believe, what, 95 he was pitching for Arvada West?
And he may very well end up in the Hall of Fame one day.
Not a bad pitcher.
3rd down and 9 for the Lightning. They converted their last 3rd down attempt on a 3rd and 5. This one a little bit more challenging.
Yeah, the last time was a slant to Baum. See what they do here on this play.
Yoshihara. Pass is complete and then dropped. Incomplete is the call. Intended for Patrick Matthews, the H-back. So both possessions for Legacy. They got a first down, but that's it. Feliciano, hard to see back there at 5'6", 135. He'll await the punt of Travis Baum.
Baum had 7 punts last week against Fort Collins, and the average was 37 yards, so we can expect a pretty nice punt here from Baum.
Gets it away, a high punt. Dropped by Feliciano, and it looks like the junior gets on top of it. That was almost a disaster. 35-yard punt. And we talked about turnovers. A very dicey situation there for A West.
You turn over the ball, you lose. And let's say that Arvada West would have lost that fumble. That turns around, that flips the field position, and it could easily change the game. It's plays like that when you have two teams that are 1-3 competing for a playoff spot that could change the course of the game.
A lot of Wildcats fans had their hearts in their throat for a split second there. Two receivers split right, two left. Nellums is the running back, and the quarterback, Alan Martin, in the shotgun. Quick outlet pass, incomplete, through the hands. And I'm not sure who that is, number 28. I don't have him on my roster.
But I'll just say he's a big man. That's a big kid. That
do you have 28 on your roster?
I do not have 28 on my roster, but that's a big kid who was looking to get the ball there. But one thing that I did see is just Alan Martin. He's looked to really not only force a lot of his passes, but he's real quick with his delivery. On a play like that, you don't have to throw the ball that hard.
Nellums avoids one tackler and is pushed out of bounds. On the stop coming up from the safety position was Chase Cavill. So it's 3rd down and 4, gain of 6 yards.
Yeah, we were talking to Coach Whistler before the game, and he was telling us how, 2 starters are coming back on offense from last year, and then you have 3 on defense. And, you know, what I'm really would focus on for the Arvada West offense is just Alan Martin, as I said earlier, really looking like he's forcing and rushing his delivery on his throws. You know, a handoff like that is something that can help him to settle down.
Nellums gets stacked up and taken down. Good job on the tackle by Skylar McWee, playing with a cast on his left arm. He made the initial contact. It's 4th and 1 and decision time for Greg Whistler, and it looks like he's going to go for it at his own 49. So the first huge play of this game, quarterback sneak, 1st down. Excellent surge. And let's take another look at that up the middle.
Yeah, just look at that, just the way that the replay is. It definitely caught Legacy off guard, as nobody was set for Legacy. They weren't prepared and weren't ready for that no huddle. And to me, that wouldn't have been a play that I would have done, because your defense is doing so well so far for Arvada West. But you know what? Got to give your definitely props to Coach Whistler on going for it very early in this game.
John Sorensen, the center, clearing a path. And there goes number 6, Nellums. Big gain. Drotar takes him down inside the 25-yard line. A long gain on the play of 22 yards.
Yeah, look at the way that the guard pulls and opens up a huge hole for Nellums, who just cuts the ball back against the grain, holds onto the ball, and gets a huge gain. And you know what? It's confidence plays like that. You know, you have the quarterback sneak on 4th and 1, and then you have a play like that. It's going to get Arvada West rolling.
Dom Hart with a tremendous block on that play as well. 1st and 10 Wildcats at the Legacy 24-yard line. And the quarterback keeps it, and Martin gets a big chunk. Close to a 1st down. Claude Nellums, by the way, 6 carries, 45 yards for the junior.
Yeah, looking at the replay, what a great fake to Nellums, and then you just have Martin holding on to the ball. Tell you what, the offensive line for Arvada West is doing very well, especially up the middle. Number 69, Dom Hart, also 68, Cole Gray. Those 2 juniors open up huge holes and gashing the Legacy defense.
It's a 1st down at the Legacy 14-yard line for the Wildcats. Nellums trying to squirt out of there, but Bublitz hung on to his jersey. If this was the early 70s, it would have been a tearaway jersey, but not the case these days. Am I sounding old?
You are sounding old.
So a gain of about a half a yard, 2nd and long for the Wildcats. Watch out for Marcus Culhane on the near side. One-on-one coverage there. 3 receivers right. Over the middle, touchdown to Culhane.
Bill, you should be an offensive coordinator. Good call.
So a 14-yard strike, Martin to Culhane, and Arvada West takes a 6-0 lead. And we'll take a look at the replay after this extra point attempt. Caleb Whiting will try the kick. And it is up, and it is good. 7-0 Wildcats. And if we can get a look at that last touchdown.
Yeah, and the main thing, look at number 3, Martin, but look at also the way that he set his feet and pointed his feet to the direction that the ball was going. Therefore, that's why the ball was right on the money, literally a strike to Marcus Culhane, who, as you said earlier, had man-on-man coverage. You had trips to the right side of the formation, and then you had man-on-man on the bottom side, the other side of the formation. It was almost like taking candy from a baby on a slant route. Great pass by the junior, Allen Martin.
A West, 62 yards on the ground, averaging close to 7 yards a carry.
And Bill, it all was started or set up by the 4th and 1 call by Coach Whistler to go for it on the 49-yard line.
Jackson O'Grady is deep along with Hebel, and the kick by Whiting sails out of the end zone. So Legacy will start with their best field position of the night at the 20-yard line. Now, last year's game we did out in Arvada, and A West looked pretty good the first half. They could not maintain it, and Legacy came back for the win. And we'll see if that holds true tonight, a similar pattern. But now it's up to the offense of the Lightning to get something crack-a-lackin' here. Minute 20 to go in the first quarter. Steven Yoshihara is the quarterback. To his right is Fidel Paris, who now moves to the left. Paris gets the handoff. And coming up, making a strong tackle, was Claude Nellums. Not only does he run the ball on offense, but he showed right there he's a pretty effective linebacker.
Yeah, only in high school will you see guys play both ways. Also on the tackle is Robert Montoya. Great tackle there by number 1 also. The senior, 5'9", Bill. Only weighing $175. You know, I looking at the roster for Arvada West, there are nobody who's like 157, 203. It's all either 5 or 0 is what they end with.
Up the middle, Paris, a burst. And he gets to the 30-yard line, first down. He's still going. And the crowd likes the effort of the offensive line and Fidel Paris. And that's a spark they needed.
In the worst way, Bill. And we go back to the replay if we can. Just the way that Fidel Paris keeps his legs moving as we look at the last play. Look at it. He gets the ball. Great blocking by the offensive line up the middle. But this is something that you don't teach. Number 13 trying to tackle Fidel Paris. And you know what he just tells Marcus Culhane? Excuse me, little guy. You have to get in the weight room because I'm going to drive this line an extra 5 yards. Great run by Paris.
Ball is loose. And it will be A West football. And the turnover bug bites the Lightning again.
Yeah, let's make that 12 turnovers in the last 4 games. Not what Coach Voorhees wanted to see as we come up on the end of the quarter. And if we can look back at that last play, it all started with a high snap. Once you get the high snap, everything about the play seems to be off. Yoshihara tried to pitch it to a Fidel Paris. Fidel Paris never had a good grasp on that play. You have a fumble. Let's see what Arvada West can do with the ball on the 30-yard line.
And the handoff, right side, and that goes to Jackson Mitchell. He gets about 3 yards before he's brought down. And that'll bring the first quarter of play to a close from North Stadium. Our score, Arvada West 7, Legacy nothing. A 14-yard scoring pass in the first quarter. Martin to Culhane. That's the scoring, and A West knocking at the door again. First play of the second quarter, Martin will keep. Avoids one tackler. No, he got tripped up. I thought he was going to get around Connor Ayers, and he was able to trip him up. But he did pick up positive yardage, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 3 at the Legacy 23-yard line.
Legacy is very lucky because Tristan Rehos was wide open on the opposite side on a slant. It just so happened that Alan Martin didn't get his eyes to the other side of the formation in time. If he did, that was a wide open touchdown for Arvada West.
Culhane goes to the far side. To the near side is Rios. Keeper by Martin, follows the fullback, and he's close to the first down. I think he has it, if I were to guess. And it is a first down as signaled by referee Jim Keller. So another first down, and that is 6 for A West here in the first half.
Bill, tell me so far, we're 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. You tell me who looks like the more desperate team. You know, Coach Voorhees talked about it earlier. This is a must-win game, homecoming night for Legacy, and they're not playing like the desperate team that they need to be right now to win this game.
I formation, give to Mitchell, the tailback, straight up the gut, and he is inside the 10-yard line. Another Wildcats first down.
Oh my goodness, just the way the big uglies did it there. Let's take a look at the replay. I'm not even going to talk about the run there by number 31, but look at number 68. Look at 69. They're looking for somebody to block. Heck, they have to block each other. What a great play. And I tell you what, the line for Arvada West is just dominating Legacy right now. They could do literally whatever they want on offense.
Nick Weaver made the tackle. First and goal to go at the 7-yard line. Mitchell again off tackle left. He gets stacked up. Ayers leading the charge. Also in there was Logan Cassidy. Gain of about 1. Make it 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line for the Wildcats. Culhane goes to the left. 3 receivers right. Slant to Culhane, touchdown, Wildcats. So the Mitchell to Culhane combination strikes for the 2nd time tonight, and it's 13-0 Legacy. And that looked too easy, Justin Adams.
Same formation, same play, but also same defense by Legacy. You're putting your guy out there on an island, and unfortunately for Chase Cavill, you know, the senior just, you know, couldn't, you know, guard the player there, and couldn't guard Culhane. And you know what? 14-0 Arvada West, pending the extra point.
Culhane will hold. Whiting the kick. It is up, sky high, and it is good. Into the darkness. So early second quarter, it is 14-0 Wildcats, and let's take another look at the strike.
Yeah, just the way that Martin had to get the ball, and look, actually, was it tipped? I don't know if that ball was tipped. Let's see if we could get that replay one more time. Either way, what a great pass by Alan Martin. And let's look one more time at the ball. Alan Martin getting the low snap as he throws it. And, oh my goodness, just missed number 47 for Legacy. Connor Ayers just missed.
Went right under his arm.
Right under his armpit. You know, and it looks like he was coming on a blitz there. And we had a saying at CU when Dan Hawkins was there, is that if you blitz, we score. And there, Legacy got caught with the blitz, a weak side blitz, man-on-man, coverage outside, touchdown.
There are 2 number 4s on the Legacy roster. So I don't know if it's O'Grady or Rodriguez deep, along with Hebel. Hebel will catch it, but it's in the end zone for a touchback. And I tell you what, Justin, young Caleb Whiting at 6'4", 175, he has quite a leg.
Yeah, every kick so far has gone into the end zone, and there hasn't been a return. And for those fans, if you're new to high school rules, you wonder, well, why can you not return the kick once the ball gets into the end zone? That's a high school rule, is that once it gets into the end zone, it's a touchback.
Despite leading 14-0, the A West fans appeared to be somewhat subdued.
They're just waiting for it to be 21-0.
So we'll see what the Lightning can do here on offense. Paris, not much. And that is a fired up defense of the Wildcats. One thing Greg Whistler told us, first-year head coach, he was an assistant last year, and he said they're getting better every week.
Especially from not only last month, but last year. Last year they were 2-8. And you said it before at the opening, Bill, on all the losses that Arvada West has had this year, only a combined score of 23 points between all the losses. You know, a bounce here goes one way, a bounce here goes another way. This team could easily be 3-1.
Yoshihara completes the pass to the near side, and taken down is Jake Bublitz. Close to a first down. Not sure if he got it or not. I was obscured by the bench, and he did, just across the 30-yard line. Actually, the nose of the football right on the 30-yard line. So a big first down for the Lightning as they try to get something going on offense. They have not been in A West territory yet tonight. Bublitz, good gain, 6 yards, brought down by Evans. Culhane also in on the tackle. And he'll bring up a 2nd down and 4.
Interesting formation that Legacy is coming out with. They didn't do this formation on the first 2 drives that they were on previously, and it seems to be working a little bit more now for Legacy, just to open up a little bit more of their playbook. Looks to be what Wayne Voorhees is doing.
Yoshihara on the night, 3 of 7 for 29 yards. Pitch to Paris. Nice cut for first down. Across the 45 out to the 47-yard line. Tackled by Kyler Post.
Yeah, again, out of this, looks like a wishbone formation, but it doesn't hurt to have somebody, if you're Fidel Paris, I don't know, a huge lineman like Skylar McWee to open up the hole for you and to seal off the edge for you. And you having a big guy like that ahead of you definitely helps out. And Fidel Paris got a real good game there on the last play. 1st
and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Yoshihara with time. Pass complete. Down to the 40-yard line. Mike Strafus, the reception. And that's a gain of 14 yards to the A West 39-yard line. So the Lightning on the move.
Yeah, really good pass by Yoshihara, but always, again, fans, look at his feet. Look where his feet goes. Wherever his feet goes, the ball goes right on the money to Surface, who catches the ball on what looked to be a slant at first, but then he stopped, so it was more like a converted curl route, maybe something that they looked at from the defense.
Now, his name is Strafus. I think you called him Scarface.
No, Strafus.
Right. Al Pacino out there tonight. Hoo-ah! Bublitz up the middle, and he gets spun after a gain of about 8 yards. So now the Legacy offensive line starting to assert themselves. 2nd down and a long 2. Ball at the 32-yard line of Arvada West. Bublitz. Looks like he's got the first down as he was trying to follow the block of Tyler Baum. And one of the officials talking to two of the players saying, hey, knock off the extracurriculars. That's good officiating when an official tells a couple of guys, hey, here's your warning. Knock off the funny stuff. Next time it's a penalty. We've had one penalty tonight, I believe. Is that correct, Don? False start on 8 West.
It's an emotional game, and it's good to have a referee who could just talk to the guys and not overreact on two players who are just literally giving it their all in the field. 3rd
and less than a yard. They did not get the first down. Full house backfield. Yoshihara pointing out who to block. Keeper, first down. He just followed his setter on the play, Aaron Montoya.
You know what, as we look at this replay, if there's a way we could go just a little bit beforehand, what happened is it started off on the full house formation, like they were just going to do another run probably to Fidel Paris. Well, what happened is that the quarterback Yoshihara just walked right up to the line and did a quarterback sneak. All you need is a yard, and he got 2. First down, Legacy.
Here's Paris. Nice cut. Paris inside the 15-yard line, making men miss. It's another first down for Legacy, their 6th of the ball game.
Good God, look at this replay. Excuse me, where are your ankles? Your ankles are left right behind you. What a great play. A great run by Fidel Paris on actually a misdirection play where the ball was faked to go to the right, and then it was a pitch to the left to Fidel Paris as he made Mr. Marcus Colhane looking for his shoes on that last play.
Matt Evans on the tackle. 1st and 10 Legacy at the 13-yard line. Going toward the end zone, receiver falls down, incomplete. That was Travis Baum who fell. Tight coverage by Rios. Fans were looking for an interference call, but it looked like Baum just simply blew a tire and fell down.
Yeah, if we could look at the last play, it was a great fake. It looked exactly like the pass play when they gave the ball to Fidel Paris. But this time, again, you see the fake to Paris as Yoshihara rolls out to his right, sets up and throws the ball. And I think, we can't see it on the camera, yeah, I just think that the feet just got tangled.
Paris up the middle. He goes down. Wonderful play by Jonathan Stiegel. Stiegel coming from the right defensive end spot was able to get Paris before he could get anything. 3rd and 10 at the 13-yard line. So here's a key play for the Lightning. Coming in with the play is Mitch McCall, the wide receiver. He'll split out to the left, Travis Baum to the right.
Bill, I'll look here to hear from Mitch McCall here. He has man-up coverage, and he also has a slant route wide open if they want it.
Pass incomplete, intended for McCall, and broken up by Feliciano. That was a terrific defensive play. And they're picking a little bit on Feliciano. He's only 5'6".
Yeah, but you know what? You could be 5'6" and play defense like this. You know what? It could be a little bit of a PI there, but you know what? Great play by Feliciano to get his right hand, which is your offhand, in front of the ball. So great play there by Legacy. By Arvada West, excuse me.
And we have an official's timeout. Travis Baum will attempt the field goal out of the hold of Bublitz. It'll be a 30-yard attempt from the left hash mark.
Bublitz is 2 of 3 this year on field goals, Bill, so with a 66.7 average. Huge points here left on the board for Legacy.
And the kick is on its way, and it is good. So the Lightning on the board, and they needed that drive just to put points on the board. You'd rather have a touchdown, of course, but at least a field goal, you had something productive and you gave your defense a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, that's something definitely that's an encouragement for your team, is to come out of halftime with at least something on the board. You never want to come out of halftime with a goose egg on the scoreboard as we get a chance to look at that full moon, Bill, huh?
How about that?
Friday night, huh?
Better get home quick after the game. Werewolves will be out. If you look to your right, our stat man, Don, he's starting to get a little grungy there.
Oh, my goodness. He looks like a werewolf.
That's a beautiful shot. Great job by our cameraman. I think it's Alan on the roof tonight. And Miles. Tell you, one of the nice things, Justin, I can vouch for you on this. We have a great crew to work with, led by Victor Seif.
One of the best crews easily in the state of Colorado, and it's so great to bring you high school football here on a Friday night, full moon and not a cloud in the sky. Great game we have here for you. Thanks
you still get the itch to play, don't you?
I want to play so badly right now.
Bombs kickoff. Culhane in the end zone. That'll come out to the 20. A few years ago, right at this field, we saw Kip Smith kick a 67-yard field goal for Legacy, which is the longest in Colorado high school history.
Oh,
and Don Apodaca was there that night. That kid, Kip Smith, could kick the ball into orbit. And Legacy's always had good kickers and special teams.
67 yards?
67 yards, my friend.
Oh, my Lord.
He was kicking 70-yarders that night in practice. 1st and 10, Wildcats at their own 20-yard line. Handoff. And getting about 4, maybe 5 is Claude Nellums before he's taken down. On the tackle was Cassidy.
Yeah, and just there on that play you had a counter play, but Cole Gray, who is number 68, the junior, he's all of 6 foot, 250 pounds. What you would like him to see on that play is to make sure that he hits the first man that he sees. So whoever comes out, you want to hit him, and that'll just be a teaching point that Coach Whistler will go to him as he looks back at this film.
They gave him 5 on the play. Flag flies as Martin throws downfield. Culhane complete at the 43-yard line. Knocked down by Hebel, but let's wait for the call.
Yeah, looking at this replay, and there's a flag down on the field as we wait for the call. But just look again, earlier in this game, Martin was rushing passes like this, but now he's throwing darts on the field. What a great pass to the only place that Marcus Culhane can catch the ball.
It died,
as he catches it with his hands, but unfortunately it looks like it's going to come back.
Illegal formation is the call. So that wipes out a first down gain.
There it's on.
That was a 17-yard pickup eliminated. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Culhane, you can see why they moved him to receiver. Very athletic. He's 6'2", 185 pounds.
Is there something
and he
in the back
snared
of the
that out of the air, catching it with his hands.
That's always important. You want to catch the ball with your hands. Anytime you're catching a football, you want to see the ball, then catch the ball.
He doesn't let the ball get into his pads and bounce
all.
away. Nellums drops it. Ball is loose. Big pile up.
Wherever you get where it works.
And see what we got here. Wildcats get it back. Nellums is breathing a sigh of relief right now.
Yeah, thank God for Culhane as Nellums had the ball, and the ball was briefly stripped by number 45, Kyle Ray, just getting his hand on the ball. And you know what? That would have been a huge turning point in this game as we're coming up on the end of the first half.
Actually got a yard out of it. 3rd down and 8 at the 22-yard line. Martin's going to keep, and he's not going to go anywhere. Gets bumped out of bounds as Nick Weaver gave him a courtesy shove. And a punting situation. So after getting the field goal, a 3-and-out, and Legacy in business here with 2:41 to go in the first half.
2:41, also have all their complements of timeouts. The momentum is definitely on the side of Legacy.
Alex Hubbard will punt it away. Hebel waiting at his own 40-yard line. Hebel comes up, has it at the 50, breaks a few tackles, gets 5 yards, and Legacy will start in A West territory at the 45-yard line just a 29-yard punt.
Bill, this is what we call hidden yards that you don't see on the game sheet or the box score after the game, is the way that Hibble caught the ball and took it 5 yards ahead. Usually what you see a lot of kids do at this level is they let the ball drop, you lose about 20 yards, you gain 20 yards there.
And that's what Hibble did in the first quarter. He let a ball bounce and it rolled to the 1-yard line. So he learned his lesson. As Justin said, all 3 timeouts remaining for the Lightning. They give to Paris, and he spins forward for a yard. Evans on the tackle. Also in there was Michael Stack, as well as Keenan Leary. Tough sledding up the middle for Legacy. Steven Yoshihara, the senior quarterback for the Lightning. Quick pass complete at the 40-yard line to Patrick Matthews, the H-back. That it's a gain of about 4, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 5.
As we look at the replay, I believe this is the 3rd time I've counted that they've ran this route. As you see number 87, Patrick Matthews, catch the ball, his 3rd catch of the game. And just simple routes, you just want to give your guys a better opportunity to get the first down by getting positive yards.
Look out from behind. Yoshihara gets it away, complete to McCall. And McCall gets tripped up by Feliciano. And it's a 1st down, Legacy. Wow. And that was a gain of 29 yards.
Look at this. Almost Yoshihara almost gets hit from behind. But what a throw and what a catch by Mitch McCall to catch the ball at its highest point. And when I say highest point, Bill, as you catch the ball, literally when it's at its tipping point, at the top of its of the route, excuse me. What a great catch by Mitch McCall.
Harris to the 10, and he gets hit back. Big hit administered by Nellums. I felt that pop up here in the booth. 51 seconds and counting. Again, Legacy, all 3 timeouts. Surprised they're not using one here.
Well, you know you don't want to give Arvada West the ball. They also have 3 timeouts left. You don't want to give them the ball back with any time really on the clock to do anything on offense.
2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line. Yoshihara to the end zone. Bomb incomplete, but a flag, and they may get Feliciano for pass interference. I tell you what, if you're Feliciano, 5'6", 135, you've got to scrap. And he was scrapping here, but may have gotten the call.
And that's what he did here. You know, when the ball's thrown in the air, it's also the defender's ball, but the reason why he got penalized is because he had his hands on the man and wasn't looking back at the ball. That's what the line judge saw. That's what, the back judge, Tim Kell, that's what he saw.
1st and goal to go from the 5, so half the distance to the goal. Bublitz near the goal line, short, inside the 1, 20 seconds left, and a timeout will be taken by Legacy. Wayne Voorhees was running down the sideline screaming timeout.
Yeah, look at this run here by Bublitz as he runs on the inside and he gets hit and he's trying to drag in almost a face mask there as Marcus Colhane makes the tackle on Bublitz. So we'll see the ball inside the 1-yard line. So you have a lot of different options here. You can do a quarterback sneak, give the ball again to Bublitz. This is a great position for Legacy, but you have to score here if you're Legacy before you go into half. You have to score a touchdown.
And with 2 timeouts left, you can still run the ball. If they did not have any timeouts left, a run could run out the clock if you don't score. I think a quarterback sneak here, it was effective last time. They have a very good center, a strong center in Aaron Montoya. So I might try a quarterback sneak here.
By the way, what a great night, huh? As we look here at the field. Legacy has their call, and I think we will see a quarterback sneak here. Remember earlier there was a 4th and down play, and Yoshihara started back into this converted pistol wishbone set and came up for the quarterback sneak.
Koblitz, McWee, and Paris, the running backs. Yohara in the gun. Gives to Paris, touchdown. Nice offensive surge, and it's now 14-9 as Legacy scores their first touchdown of the night.
You said it earlier, Bill, talking about Aaron Montoya. Tyler Baum, the big uglies up front, opened up a huge hole for Fidel Paris just to walk in. You know, Fidel Paris must have felt like Moses on that play because it looked like the line just parted open like the Red Sea.
Travis Baum will attempt the extra point. And he's got it. So A West, the first 14 points of the game. Legacy now with the next 10 points. We've got ourselves a game, Justin Adams, as we are 15 seconds away from halftime.
It's so quick how momentum can shift in a high school game. And just the way that it all starts out actually on a quarterback sneak on a 4th down plays. For Arvada West, there was a 4th and 1 play that they had a quarterback sneak on around midfield. They end up scoring, and then they scored another quick touchdown on a slant. And then you could say the same for Legacy, as they had a 4th down conversion of their own. Now you get a field goal, you also get a touchdown. You go into half down by 4. That feels a lot better than going into half down by 14.
And the difference, A West converting a turnover into a touchdown, and that was a pass from Martin to Culhane. That combination has scored twice. So Baum will kick it away. We'll see if he squibs it. Nope, kicks it deep. And Culhane sees it sail through the end zone. If you're A West, do you simply play it safe, or do you just try to throw one deep?
You're up 14-10. Even though you've lost the momentum a little bit, you still can go. You still will go into half up by 4. I would just either do an easy run, draw a play up the middle, or just take a knee, do something safe, and come back in the second half with the lead. You don't want to turn over here.
I would take a knee. We'll see what Greg Whistler says.
We both may be wrong here. There you go.
So that'll do it for the first half of play. An entertaining first half, and the fans on both sides applauding. Our score, A West 14, Legacy 10. And let's take a look at a touchdown here by Paris.
Yeah, again, as I say, look at the line for Arvada West. Actually, they were cutting the defensive line for Legacy, against Legacy. A wide open run by Fidel Paris, which makes the score going into halftime. Arvada West 14, Legacy 10.
So when we come back, we'll have the halftime stats and the third quarter kickoff. Once again, our score, A West 14, Legacy 10.
The schools taking part in today's event are part of the 340 member schools of the Colorado High School Activities Association. As members, we promote and protect the privilege of participation in interscholastic activities. We also promote lifetime values like respect, hard work, teamwork, and sporting behavior. We help reach and motivate students. We develop policies as a group as a responsibility of membership. We are coaches, game officials, and administrators working for the common good of kids. We are CHASA.
And we are set for the start of the third quarter of play between Arvada West and Legacy. There is the score right there. A West took a 14-0 lead, a couple of touchdown passes, Martin to Culhane, and then Legacy a 30-yard bomb field goal, and then a Paris 1-yard run for the scoring. And total yards, Legacy, after a sluggish start, 159 to 131. But there you go. Look at the turnovers, Justin. We talked about that before the game. A West turned that Legacy turnover into 7 points.
Yeah, and that's the reason why they're up 14-10 as we speak. They were actually up 14-0 earlier this game. Legacy had a nice comeback.
And here we go, the kickoff of the third quarter. It goes into the end zone. So Whiting, the touchback, and Legacy in the navy blue will start at their own 20-yard line. And we didn't see it during halftime, but the Legacy band is amazing. That is a marching band, maybe the best high school band I've ever seen. So props to them. Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. The quarterback is Steven Yoshihara. And the handoff up to middle to Bublitz. Bublitz breaking tackles out near the 40-yard line. His wide receiver wasn't blocking. He ran into his wide receiver who kind of stopped.
Yeah, it looked like the wide receiver is more mirroring the cornerback as we take a look at this replay. What a great run by Bublitz, who takes the keeper and goes to his left. Wide open spaces, and again, yeah, he runs into his own his own player, number 19, Mitch McCall. So you never know, if McCall gets a solid block on that play, Bublitz could still be running.
But McCall stopped for some reason, and Bublitz ran into him. So a nice opening play to start the second half for the Lightning. Ball at their own 39-yard line. Quick outlet pass to Paris, down the sideline, it's a race, and he gets wrestled down. Saving a touchdown. Looked like it might have been Feliciano. Check that. It was Michael Stack.
Yeah, let's take a look at this replay on just a quick pass to Fidel Paris. Check that. And what you want to do is just get him the ball as quick as possible. What that does is also gets him away from the rush of Arvada West. And I'll tell you what, if number 41, Michael Stack, doesn't catch Fidel Paris, that's a touchdown.
Paris breaks a tackle, almost. Stack wrestles him down at the 48-yard line, a loss of 3. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 13 at the A West 48-yard line. McCall will head to the far side. To the near side is Strafus, who had a catch in the first. Slot left is Aaron Edwards. Out pattern too high, intended for Strafus. On the coverage was Tristan Rios. 3rd and 13.
What would be interesting to see from Legacy is if they will go deep to Strafus, because what's happening is Arvada West, when they bring their blitz, they have what we call cover 0. And what that means is that there's not a safety in the backfield. You have man-on-man on the outside. So with the way that Legacy has spread out their formation, they will have the chance to have man-on-man overall. So, I would say throw it deep.
Here comes the blitz. Complete. 1st down inside the 20 to Aaron Edwards. Montoya with good blocking up front, but Yoshihara put that on the money.
Yeah, and this is a wheel route, as I like to call it. And you just bring the tight end. He looks like he's going from an out, and then he curls it right back up. What a perfect pass from Yoshihara to Aaron Edwards, the senior, for a huge play, a huge gain. 1st down, Legacy.
Yoshihara now 8 for 17, 122 yards. 1st and 10, Legacy at the A West 18-yard line. Yoshihara, outlet pass, complete for an 8-yard pickup to Patrick Matthews, the H-back. Yoshihara is hot, and right now a very confident offense for Legacy. Not what we saw out of them in the first quarter.
Not what we saw Oh, yeah, as you say in the first quarter, but from the second quarter on, excuse me, you know, Legacy just started to get hot, starting to find his tight end, starting to find, you know, Patrick Matthews, starting to find Aaron Edwards. Those safety blankets are really helping out Steven Yoshihara.
They only gave him 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4. Harris up the middle, gets to the 10-yard line before he's wrapped up. Tackled by Stack. That'll bring up a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 means options.
Yeah, you have options, Bill, and I'm surprised that I don't see in the huddle number 15, Jake Bublitz, who's a bigger running back. You know, even though Fidel Paris is a great runner, I will give it to Bublitz, who's a little stronger between the tackles.
Yoshihara keeps taken down by Stack, but it looks like he has enough for the first down. See where they spot the ball. Again, our officials tonight, the referee is Jim Keller, the umpire Wally Weld, head linesman Jim Southwick, line judge is Doug Taylor, and the back judge is Tim Kale.
Yeah, looking at this replay, a fake give to Fidel Paris, and Yoshihara just takes the ball on the quarterback keeper. Great blocking up the middle by the Big Uglies for Legacy, getting the first down.
1st and goal to go at the 7-yard line. Legacy in business. High snap. Paris weaves his way through traffic inside the 5-yard line. Pickup of 2, maybe 3. It'll bring up 2nd down and goal just inside the 5-yard line.
Bill, there was a hole on the left side for Legacy.
Timeout. Who's that? It's Don Apodaca.
Yeah, down right there, the mascot for Legacy. But as I was saying on the last play, you know, the high snap really hurt the execution of the last play for Legacy. Had a hole on the left side for Fidel Paris.
And it looks like A West jumped, a little antsy on the blitz. So that'll be their 4th penalty. Legacy does not have a penalty tonight, so they've played a clean game in that regard. And it will be half the distance to the goal. So 2nd down and goal to go from the 2.5-yard line. Last game against Broomfield, Legacy, that we did on Channel 8, Legacy had double digits in penalties. Yoshihara to the end zone. Touchdown, McCall. So a very impressive opening drive, Justin Adams, for Legacy.
Yeah, what a great pass there by Steven Yoshihara. And we'll look at the replay of this last pass on the out route to Mitch McCall, and we'll look at that after the point extra. And what I want you to take a look at is just the route running of not only of Mitch McCall, but also how Steven Yoshihara anticipates the out route as he throws the ball earlier, right before Mitch actually comes out of his break.
Travis Baum for the extra point. He tacks it on. And our score, with 7:46 to go in the 3rd quarter, Legacy 17, Arvada West 14, 17 unanswered points.
Yeah, take a look at this. Look at the way, look at this. Steven Yoshihara throws this ball well before Mitch McCall comes out of his break. What a great route on the out route. And you know what you teach your cornerbacks is that you want them to at least play up a little bit more so that they will take away the inside route. But a lot of times they're not prepared for the out route.
The most frustrated guy in that last touchdown was Justin Mendenhall. He had his hand up, and it just went right by his hand.
That's the second one we've seen today. A player for Legacy earlier in the game also had his hands up. I believe it was Alex Ortiz, if memory serves me correct, who had his hand almost on the ball, but it went right under his armpit for a touchdown.
In these parts, people always remember the 98-yard drive by John Elway over the Browns and the touchdown pass to Mark Jackson. It went right by a Cleveland Brown defender's arm by about 2 inches. And you wonder if the ball was over this way a little bit and it was knocked down, how history may have been different.
That's why they call football a game of inches. It's just that close.
It truly is. Here's the kick. It's a touchback. Feliciano caught it on the goal line. He was eager to return it, but it will come out to the 20. So we'll see if A West can respond.
Hey, take a look, Bill, here as one of the guys, looks like one of the guys who's helping out with Legacy is getting the tee there. A great sight to see. And
I'd like to do that. That looks like a fun job.
Yeah, you know what? Something that you see only really on the high school level. That's what it's all about.
I was doing a high school game many years ago in New York, and you know who used to get the tee?
Who did?
A dog.
Wow.
Run out there and get the tee. And there's a play in the backfield, and Mitchell is taken down for a loss. A fired up Legacy team. That defensive play by Jake Bublitz, the senior. Loss of 1. Second down, 11.
Shocking. Jake Bublitz is all over the field, whether it's on offense or on defense. And you know, we talked earlier about Legacy having to play with a sense of urgency. They're doing so right now.
Up the middle it goes, and a first down. Number 28, a guy not on our roster. I don't know who he is. The mystery man gets a first down.
Well, Bill, we may not know who this fullback is, but I guarantee you Legacy would know who this guy is afterwards. You know what? If number 41, Alex Ortiz, if he doesn't make that shoestring tackle, that's a touchdown.
Alan Martin is the quarterback, number 3. I formation behind him. Martin keeps. Lunges forward. Positive yardage, 3, maybe 4. He's tackled by Nick Weaver. Also on the stop, Connor Ayers. And call it a gain of 4. Second down and 6 for the Wildcats at their own 34-yard line. Homecoming tonight for Legacy, and a pretty good-sized crowd on hand. As always here at North Stadium in Westminster.
You need to tell me when you come back down so I know you're back.
Mitchell,
Okay?
nowhere. Ayers in there. Also Kyle Ray and Bublitz.
Yeah, Bublitz went through the A gap on a blitz, and that gap is between the center and the guard, and he just went right through there untouched and was able to get the running back Jackson Mitchell, on that last play. As we take a look at Legacy, and you see number 7 there, who is Patrick Medina, who actually is out for the rest of the season with a torn ACL, and he hurt that on the Chaparral game, which was after the Broomfield game.
Here's the pitch. Nellums, nowhere. Good heavens. Jake Chiddix leading the defensive attack, and A West will have to punt.
Guys, if we could get a replay, just a quick look at this replay. I want to show you what, not Patrick Medina, but Skylar McWee, number 11, what he's done, the previous play. And what we didn't get a chance to see is how he pushed the lineman into the backfield, which disrupted that last play.
Here's the punt by Alex Hubbard, and it's fielded at the 25-yard line. And that's Mike Strafus, who gets a decent return out to the 34-yard line. So that's where Legacy will start in their own territory, 1st and 10. And that was a 44-yard punt. And while we have a quick second, as you look at the A West sideline, Legacy, one of their players a few years ago that we were very impressed with on our high school games, a guy by the name of Nick Casa, who's now at CU, playing your old position, tight end. Big touchdown last week against Washington State in the Buffs' first win of the season.
Yeah, he was actually recruited by the University of Florida and went there for a year before he went to CU.
Up the middle for Paris, gain of 4, make it 5 yards. Second down and 5. But this being homecoming, I don't think Nick Costa will be here tonight because he's resting for tomorrow's Buffs game against UCLA.
Yeah, huge game. And excuse me, as our stat man, Don Apodaca, always on the call. Nick didn't, he was committed to Florida, but he didn't go there. He ended up going to CU. I think that was a good choice.
He was just a verbal commit. But he was a defensive end here at Legacy, now a tight end. Yoshihara's pass incomplete, intended for Travis Baum. On the coverage was Claude Nellums. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. This will be a big play for the A West defense to try to get the ball back and slow down the momentum. Legacy has scored the last 3 times they've had the ball.
Field goal and 2 touchdowns. And this is even bigger for Legacy just to keep the momentum on their side.
Yoshihara surveys the defense. Sets up a screen to Paris. And Paris gets a couple. Sniffed out. Terrific defensive play by Evans and Stack.
Yeah, Michael Stack almost had an interception on that play if we could get a chance to look at that replay. And that's the play that actually Coach Voorhees was talking about. As Arvada West blitz from the outside, they were going to take advantage of it by throwing the ball on a screen right to Fidel Paris. But a great job by Michael Stack to keep his eye on the ball, recognize that it was a screen play, and to catch Fidel Paris for a short gain.
Baum scoops it out of the dirt like a shortstop, kicks it to Feliciano at his own 23. Jitterbugs to the 30, to the 32-yard line, and that's where the Wildcats will take over. And we have an injured player back at the opposite 30-yard line, and it is Matt Arroyo, the senior, who's getting up slowly. A 44-yard punt. And that was a beautiful play by Baum because that was a low snap.
And potentially something that could have been, a turnover if you didn't get a great kick there. And, you get to flip the field of position for Arvada West.
And as always, these games are replayed at various times for your convenience. Tuesday at 10 a.m., Wednesday matinee at 2 o'clock, Thursday prime time, and then Saturday night at 6 o'clock. My suggestion always is come to the game, watch it live, then watch all 4 replays. We haven't seen Holy Family yet. That's coming up October 12th against Erie. Looking forward to that. Always fun to go to Holy Family. Coach Mike Gabriel has another good team. We'll be back at Broomfield when they take on Monarch on October 26th. No love lost between those teams. And then Holy Family and Denver North, November 2nd at Holy Family. And normally, I'm not a big fan of the Holy Family press box because you're packed in like sardines. But November 2nd could be pretty cold. Body heat could be a factor.
Well, I don't want to be that close to you, Bill. I mean, I like you, but not that much.
And there's a Legacy schedule. Like we talked about in the opening, Bear Creek, no turnovers. The next 3 games, turnover plagued, they lost them.
Yeah, had a chance to win on that Broomfield game and just lost that one on the last-second field goal. Chaparral, which is the #1 team in 5A, and they look like world beaters, just a great team there. But last week is the one that really hurts, the one to Fort Collins where they lost by 10.
And if you look at A West, their losses, pretty close games, and then they blew out Hinckley, and they have a gauntlet with Fairview, Boulder, Ralston Valley, and Pomona, and that is the North Metro League. Good news, as walking off the field under his own power is Matt Arroyo. So he's limping a little bit, but he seems to be okay. So
and Bill,
Arroyo is now on the sidelines, and we're ready to resume play.
And I'll finish up the next point after this play, just on why this game is so important because of the schedule.
Martin gives to Nellums, breaks it outside, tripped up. Good play by Nick Weaver. He's had a fine game, Weaver. And that time the ankle tackle. Loss of a yard, 2nd down, 11.
Yeah, it looks like Arvada West is trying to do a stretch play, just a sweep to get the ball on the outside. And what a great ankle tackle by the little man, Mr. Weaver. And that sets up a 2nd down and 12, which you already put Arvada West in a negative position on their next play.
To the fullback, gets a yard, and that's it. Skylar McWee on the tackle. 3rd and long. And A West's offense is MIA. missing in action. They could use a big play here. Martin with time. Downfield blocked and knocked down by Jake Bublitz. He's punching the air. He wanted the interception. Instead, Lightning will get it back.
Yeah, Martin had a wide open guy at Tristan Rehos who was running a post route. Nobody was there. What a great block there by Jake Bublitz, because if he doesn't get the ball, then it's pretty much a first down for Arvada West.
Martin 3 for 8, 39 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hubbard will kick it away. Strafus and Hebel deep, and he just gets it off. Fair catch called by Hebel at the 36-yard line. So decent field position for Legacy as they have a 3-point lead with 2:06 to go here in the third quarter. That was a 44-yard punt. I've been impressed with Hubbard, the punter. He's done a good job. He's had 5 punts tonight, and he's averaging 44 yards a punt.
Not bad.
There's Yoshihara. Good look at the senior. Harris hits the hole hard, gets about 2. Tough going. And Matt Arroyo, the guy who was injured the last series, making the tackle. And he's hurting a little bit. He's favoring his leg, but he's toughening it out. Or as they say, sacking up.
It's the game of football. It's not for little kids.
Sure it is, Pee-wee football. 2nd down and 7. They gave him 3 on the play. Harris just starting to pick up a lot of yards. He's got 67 on the night. And he has the ball again. Harris, nice cut, gets 5. They'll bring up a 3rd and short. Arroyo again on the tackle, along with Evans. And Culhane also in there. 3rd down and 2. And Arroyo limping again. He doesn't want to come out, but he's going to have to.
He needs to get down on one knee. If he can't get off the field.
And the official's going to call an official's timeout.
Okay.
That's a good job by the line judge, Doug Taylor. Saw that Arroyo was hurt. As you see the big man grabbing his leg. Might be a hammy. 3rd and 2. Harris finds a hole, has the first down. Good surge by the offensive line of Legacy. And they've taken over this game, Justin, from mid-second quarter on.
Yeah, and it started right on from the big front, as if we get a chance to look at the replay. And again, it's just to give to Fidel Paris. But look at the line. Look at the blocking there. Just look at the hole that's opened up by number 57. Excuse me, just the way that, you got the guys, Connor Jennings. You also have Aaron Montoya doing a great job blocking.
Yoshihara going deep. He's got a man. Strafus. Touchdown. A 51-yard connection. Yoshihara to Mike Strafus. And Legacy tacks on 6.
You know what? You blitz and we score. Again, I said it earlier that whenever you play a cover 0, which is no safety in the backfield, you are susceptible to a deep pass. You had a double move there on the last pass. What a great throw by Yoshihara, getting the ball out to Strafus for the long touchdown.
Travis Baum will attempt the extra point. Bublitz will hold. And A. West jumps. Now they move the ball closer. Do you think about going for 2?
No. You go for the 1. You go for what you know you're going to get.
Hey, just asking.
Yeah, go for the guaranteed points.
I go for 2. You know why?
Why?
I'm a riverboat gambler.
What was it? Was it Woody Hayes that said one time that he could only, if he could go for 3, he would have or something like that?
Well, Woody Hayes was up 48-0 on Michigan, went for 2. They asked him, why did you go for 2? He said, because I couldn't go for 3. And the extra point is up, and it is good. Palm lines it through. 24-14, Legacy with 24 unanswered points. Let's take a look at the scoring play here.
Yeah, just spreading out the formation. Look at Yoshihara giving a pump fake, and then a beautiful pass that at first I didn't know where the ball was. I don't know if he overthrew his man, but what a great over-the-shoulder catch by number 5, Mike Strafus. Beat his man, Garrett Feliciano, on that play. And you know what? If you blitz again, like Arvada West is a very blitz-heavy team, you're going to get beat on big plays like that. And now the game has fully turned on the side of Legacy. If Arvada West doesn't score this drive, it could be curtains.
And the cheerleaders for Legacy, a little more pep in their step as their team has put on 24 straight points after falling behind 14-0. But there's still another quarter to play. 16 seconds here in the third. A West is not out of this game, but they need a big play soon. This is returnable. Culhane has it at the 5. Out to the 25, he's hit hard and dropped. Very good tackle. And that was Nick Weaver. He's been all over the field tonight. So, 10 seconds to go in the third quarter, and we do have an injured Legacy player, and that's Chase Cavill is on the ground, number 25.
Yeah, as we take a look at the replay, Marcus Culhane with the return, but then out of nowhere, boom, he gets hit by the little man, Nick Weaver, the sophomore, not the sophomore, but the junior, doing a great job today, not only in coverage, but also tackling and wrapping up. A great game overall by him.
So Cavill is being helped off the field, and he is a stalwart in the defensive backfield. So we'll see if A West tries to go at the replacement, and that is Hunter Rainwater coming into the game in a defensive position. Rainwater, the corner, he'll be covering Rios on the far side. So we'll see if that's where the Wildcats target. Martin back to throw. Looking for Rios. Through his hands, incomplete. They did go at the youngster Rainwater. And it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, the ball went right through Rios' fingertips, and actually that was a double move. Rios started off like he was going to do an inside route, but then cut outside, and that's how he beat Rainwater on the play. You can beat your man, but you have to catch the ball to complete the process.
I did like the rollout. Open things up a little bit for A West.
And if you're Arvada West, you just want small wins here. A first down is a huge win compared to what has been happening ever since the first quarter.
This will be the last play of the third quarter. Martin fakes, little option. Culhane looked like he was going to throw it. That did not work at all. He gets dropped. Legacy in control, 3 quarters complete. Our score, Lightning 24, Wildcats 14, 4th quarter next. There's the score, 24-14 Legacy. And in that third quarter, Legacy, a couple of touchdown passes from Yoshihara. He now has 7 touchdown passes on the season. 3rd and 15 for A West. Penalty marker flies. Martin fires downfield, incomplete. Pass was intended for Josh Falkenberry. But we'll see what referee Jim Keller says.
May have an illegal formation here, Bill, on Arvada West.
Okay, a sideline warning. So each team now has been warned to back off. You were kidding around earlier. There is such a thing as a get-back coach.
Yeah, and the get-back coach is the guy, all he does is he yells at all the players. He walks up and down the sideline and tells the players literally to get back. Now, if the players don't listen, he usually adds a couple adverbs, pronouns, and other words to get his players back, but they get the point.
Hubbard's kick off the side of his foot. It will trickle down at the 46-yard line of A West. So he got a little bit of a roll, but excellent field position for the Lightning. However, there is a penalty marker on the play. A 26-yard punt. Here's a look at the Legacy High School band. Our stat man, Don Apodaca, was in a band, played the tuba.
The call there was running to the kicker. And I didn't know Don played a little bit of the tuba in the band. Can you still play it? Yeah, he says a little bit.
The punter is saying to the official, hey, you forgot to pick up your flag. Okay, so they'll take the 5 yards and hopefully get a better punt. There's Hubbard. Hebel and Strafus are deep at their own 35 for Legacy. Good snap. And a much better kick. Hebel fields it at his 34, fumbles it out of bounds. So the sideline was Legacy's friend. Lightning will start 1st and 10 in good field position at the 39. A 47-yard punt by the beefy Alex Hubbard.
This is a very important series for Arvada West defense, and they need whatever they have to do, they have to get a 3 and out and get the ball back in the offense's hands.
Again, Legacy has had turnover problems this season. Ball security will be paramount for the Lightning. Harris cuts it outside, gets a block, and is thrown down at the 45-yard line. The back judge threw a penalty marker. And let's see the call.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the call first before we look at the really good run by Fidel Paris. And it looks to me to be on Legacy as they're walking backwards.
Jim Keller.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay. Again, Fidel Paris gets the ball. A good outside seal block by number 87, Patrick Matthews, which springs Medina out to the outside, and he makes a nice move there on number 6, Claude Nelson's. But then you see the hold as Medina is thrown down on the turf.
So it'll be 1st down and 9. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Bublitz pulling his way across the 45-yard line. Gain of 4, maybe 5. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 at the 45-yard line. And right now the clock is going to become a factor. It's a 2-possession game. A West cannot afford to let the clock run down, and they cannot afford to give up another touchdown. 2nd down and 4. Here's the blitz. Yoshihara gets it away, incomplete. Pass was intended for Aaron Edwards, and on the coverage was Claude Nellums. That was a dangerous pass.
Yeah, Nellums almost had an interception, the 5'10 junior weighing in at 200 pounds. And if he picks off that pass, it changes the dynamics of this game because Arvada West will have the ball on the plus side in Legacy territory. I don't think ever since Arvada West scored their last touchdown, made it 14-0, that they've actually been across midfield.
Whistle before the snap, timeout Legacy. And that is the first timeout they've taken this half. They have 2 remaining. Bill Rogan along with Justin Adams. You're watching high school football on KCCB Channel 8 in Broomfield. We're at North Stadium in Westminster, Colorado. A beautiful evening for football. Might be a little colder as we move along this season. But you can always see the replay of this game. Just go to broomfield.org as well to see not only this game, Justin, but all the archived games over the years. If you want to go back in time, we mentioned Nick Casa. Go back and see some of his games a few years back. Our next game I'm looking forward to, Holy Family against Erie. That's a weird team. They're Erie. Fidel Paris, 21 carries, 77 yards. Yoshihara, 11 of 22 through the air, 183 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and the game that I'm also excited for is on October 26th is when Broomfield plays against Monarch. Right now, Broomfield is second in 4A rankings, and Monarch is third.
Third down and a long 4. Over the middle, incomplete. He had a man, but led him too far. That was Travis Baum. So A West, the defense comes through.
Yeah, they hold very strong, and it's just outside the reach of number 14, Travis Baum there. Yoshihara just missed a big play because there was nobody over the middle on that slant. Or to cover the slant, I should say.
Travis Baum will boot it away. Feliciano is deep. Nice high kick. Feliciano with some room at the 20. To the 25, and he goes down. Good open field tackle by Matt Drotar. So A West starts at their own 25-yard line. 35-yard punt. Still plenty of time left, but A West will need to show a little urgency.
Yeah, again, if you're Arvada West, you just need a first down. You want to get positive yardage on the first play. You just want to get some sort of momentum generated now. There is a lot of time left, but you are down by two scores, so you need to get a score rather quickly.
His little pitch to Nellums, took his eye off the ball, recovers it, but a penalty on the play. If I were the Wildcats and Greg Whistler, the head coach, I'd try to get the ball to Marcus Culhane because he is a playmaker.
Yeah, and as we look back at the replay,
10-yard penalty on A West.
Yeah, holding, and you know what? That's something that Legacy's saying that they don't want to accept. I would accept that there. You want to push Arvada West back as far as possible.
But it was still a loss on the play. It would be second down. If they take the penalty, it'll be first down still. I would decline the penalty, but they're going to take it.
You know, Arvada West has been struggling to move the ball. You want to push them back as far as possible. And again, make them eat this clock in order to get any type of score.
They'll spot the ball at the 10-yard line. Sometimes the yellow markings for the soccer field confuse me.
Well, you don't like soccer anyway, so I can see how it could confuse you.
Another reason not to like soccer. First and 27 for the Wildcats. Martin Over the middle, incomplete. Good coverage on the play by Logan Cassidy, and he celebrates. That was intended for number 28, the guy who is not on our roster.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see the replay on this this last play to see if Cassidy got there a little bit too early.
Looked good to me.
Yeah, as we see Martin drop back and look for his big tight end over the middle, and oh yeah, that's great defense. You know, and what he did was he took the arms away from the ball, and so that's where you get the incomplete pass. Great coverage by Logan Cassidy there.
Legacy faking the blitz. Cassidy on the blitz. Martin escapes downfield, got a man. Back to the original line of scrimmage. That's Culhane. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 10, a 17-yard completion. So that was a huge play for Arvada West, and it gives them an opportunity to pick up a first down. 3rd and 9, which is a lot better than 3rd and 27.
Yeah, whenever you have a holding penalty, you want to get half of that back before you get to 3rd down.
Under 10 minutes to go. Pass incomplete. Intended to the mystery man, number 28. And we have another penalty marker. So the penalty is declined. Tonight, penalty-wise, 5 penalties for a total of 28 yards for A West. Legacy has with 1 penalty, 5 yards. That was a running into the kicker.
They've checked that. They also had another penalty on that run by Patrick Medina, the holding call.
That is correct. Good job, Justin. Fair catch by Hebel at the 34. That's where the Lightning will start. 40-yard punt. So it's very simple now for Legacy. Chew up the clock, get some first downs, hopefully score if you're Legacy, but don't turn the ball over, and if you do have to kick the ball back, pin A West deep.
If Arvada West gets this ball back, and as we look at the crowd here on Legacy's homecoming, and look at that, the Channel 8 truck in the back.
Hey, there we are.
There we are. As we wait, look at it. Hey, how you doing? You know what? If you're a Legacy, you want to give the ball back, if you have to, with at least 6 minutes or so left in this game.
And Yoshihara on the keep. Peels himself off the artificial turf slowly. There we are.
Look at you.
And right now, people are clicking off their television sets.
Well, no, they're keeping it on. Let me move over to my right.
Hey, there's Don Pablo. There he is.
There you go. Look at this man. Come on. Pap, the statistician right here with the Broncos cap on. What a great venue. What a great scene.
And a face masking penalty on Arvada West. I've been practicing all week saying Arvada instead of Arvada West.
Good.
I think I'm doing okay. Now our executive producer, Kim, she went to Arvada West.
Yes.
And she would get angry if I don't pronounce it properly all night long.
So you're saying that I shouldn't walk up to Kim and say, it's great that you graduated from Arvada West.
It's a tough name for me to say, I'll admit it. Here's Paris on the pitch. First down and more. Barreling down to the 27-yard line. A 25-yard gain by Fidel Paris.
Unbelievable run by Fidel Paris. But I want you to look at one other thing. Look at the number 87, Patrick Matthews, and the way that he has the seal block on the outside. Drive it out, number 4, Justin Mendenhall, and then the rest is just desired by Mr. Patrick.
And there was a tackler.
Fidel
that,
Parrish, yeah.
A tackler missed him. He lowered his head.
Yeah.
You got to see what you're hitting.
Yeah, what a great play by Fidel Parrish.
He now has 100 yards on the ground. Parrish again. Inside the 25-yard line, a gain of about 3.
You know, and if we had a chance to look at that replay one more time, I don't know if we do, but the thing about that last run is just the way that Fidel Parrish runs, and he runs with high knees. What that means is when you run with high knees is that you're able to break any type of arm tackles. As we see again, you see the seal block. Look at the move there by Parrish again. You put your head down, excuse me, you don't see me. But then right here when he's about to get wrapped up, I'm going to run through run arm tackle. Then look at the high knees. Watch, look at the high knees. There it is. And just this power that he has in his lower body. Great run there by Parrish.
Parrish again. Parrish plastering the defense of A West. And it looks like he's got enough for a first down. Parrish tonight, 24 carries and 111 yards. And right now, Legacy just wearing down the Wildcats.
Yeah, and this is definitely not what Coach Wisdom envisioned going into the fourth quarter of this game, being up 14-0, and now he's pretty much holding on for dear life. His defense is. They need a turnover in the worst way.
Yoshihara going deep. McCall out of bounds. May have gotten away with a push anyway. 16 first downs tonight for Legacy. McCall made the grab, but I thought he pushed off anyway.
Well, let's take a look at this replay. And again, as we see Yoshihara throw the ball on the fade route. And again, you have a little bit of a push off, but you know what? No harm, no foul, really. If the referees don't call it, it's not a penalty. A real good catch by McCall, but just couldn't get that left foot in bounds for the score.
Parrish. Boom, runs into Evans and keeps going. A good running back will always lean forward when they get hit.
Yeah, but one thing that Fidel Parrish is going to learn, and is a teachable moment here, is that if he was a little more patient, you had a chance to see the hole open up. Nice way of him going to get some yardage, but if he was just a little patient, he would have seen the block on the outside by Patrick Matthews and possibly have taken it on the outside and gained more yardage. Just let the play develop sometimes. Just a good teaching point there for him.
3rd down and 6. Parrish again. Stutter steps, drives down to the 10-yard line. He'll be a little short of a first down. And that'll bring up a 4th down, a field goal situation, unless Wayne Voorhees decides to go for it. 4th and 2.
Bill, he's making the right call here by going for it. Arvada West hasn't done anything on offense ever since the first quarter. And you know what? Even if they do get the ball on a stop here, they'll get the ball inside the 10-yard line, which they will have to drive 90 yards or more to get a score.
If I were coaching, I would go for the field goal.
You would play it safe.
Touchdown, Bublitz. Like I said, I would give the ball to Bublitz. And Legacy now really breaking this thing open. 30-14. Jake Bublitz, a 9-yard scamper up the middle. And the Notre Dame victory march being played again here at North Stadium. The greatest song in the world, if you ask me.
Oh, come on. Everybody knows that's the See You Fight song. Come on, Bill.
So Travis Baum will try to add the 31st point of the night. It's good. Banged it over the scoreboard.
Let's take a look at the replay here on the touchdown run by Jake Bublitz. As you see, just the inside give and just great blocking by the big men from Legacy. The guys I'm talking about here is Andrew LaGuardia, Aaron Edwards, the tight end, the guard, Tyler Baum, Aaron Montoya, the big center. How about Connor Jennings? Also the guard, the right guard, and Angelo Chavez. You know, those guys don't get enough credit for the job that they do, and they did a great job not only on that drive, but also to take capture of this game and to gain the momentum. What a great job by the big man up front.
Saw a shot of the Legacy crowd. What a great atmosphere for high school football. And the home team on homecoming night, they are enjoying themselves. After getting off to a phlegmatic start, Legacy has poured it on with 31 straight points. Bomb to kick off. And Culhane has it at the 1. And he goes down at the 14-yard line. Drew Hebel on the tackle. Also in on the stop was Connor Connolly. So with less than 6 minutes to go, you're down 17. A West needs some big plays in a hurry to get back in this one.
Yeah, I don't know the last time Arvada West has actually had a first down. I don't believe they've had one in this half. They've had 2 this half, as our statistician Don has pointed out. You know, now you just have to go for broke. Try to do whatever you can to get whatever yards you could get.
Alan Martin completes a pass over the 15-yard line. Drotar on the coverage. Legacy will give them the small stuff.
Well, yeah, for Legacy, the time is your friend. Going with about 5:20 left to go in this game, you give up the small yardage, and you have Arvada West literally walk the ball down the field and chew up the clock.
2nd down and 5 at the 19. Flags fly. Martin's outlet pass is incomplete, intended for Martin. And Martin got lit up by Weaver. A very tough hit, but a clean hit.
Good night. That's almost a hospital type hit right there. Let's take a look at this replay. Again, as Martin, you know, real good hands to get the snap, throws it to the outside to his running back, who catches the ball, but oh, excuse me, what a big hit by Mr. Nick Weaver there, the junior, as the ball was intended for Jackson Mitchell. He'll be feeling that tomorrow.
That might leave a mark. Here's the penalty. That's their 3rd illegal formation penalty. So that's something that should be easily correctable, I would think.
Yeah, you know what? For Arvada West right now, they can't catch a break. And, you know, it's almost like a double penalty there. Not only do you have a penalty on your own team, but then you take a huge hit there on the last one.
So it'll still be 2nd down and 10 from the 14-yard line. Martin with time, another penalty. Pass is incomplete along the sideline. If this is an illegal formation penalty, I'm going to start pulling my hair out. Not that there's much to pull out anymore.
Yes, this play's not having you do that.
There you go. I'm not sure. What is the illegal formation, Justin? Can you see what they're doing wrong?
Well, usually illegal formation is not having enough men on the line of scrimmage. So, or you have maybe a tackle covered up by the wide receiver when he's not supposed to be. So, when that happens, you know, you get the penalty flag.
Penalty was declined, 3rd and 10. Complete. Culhane to the 35 and out of bounds at the 38-yard line. So Marcus Culhane, a guy we talked about as a playmaker, gets the 1st down, and A West keeps the drive going.
Yeah, you see this pass by Alan Martin as he looks to his left and throws the ball to Culhane on the slant route. Culhane catches the ball, gathers it into his body, makes a couple of moves there, breaks a few tackles, and then he gets a huge shot right here as number 8, Nick Weaver is hit trying to chase the play.
And
but
Skylar
down.
McWee knocks down the pass. Or it might have been Josh Borchers. Looked like Borchers may have gotten it. And when you can't get to the quarterback, at least get your arms in the air, and that's what Legacy did there. They have played a very good football game from the mid portion of the second quarter on.
And it all started with a quarterback sneak on a 4th down in one play. And as we look at the referees, who have seemed to missed a couple of workouts.
So 4 minutes, 44 seconds will be placed on the clock. 2nd down and 10 for A West at their own 39-yard line. Culhane split to the far side. To the near side, it's Casey Lewis. Martin downfield. Culhane has it. And he's tripped up and taken down at the 29-yard line. Nice connection there. Bublitz on the tackle. That was nearly a touchdown, Justin.
Yeah, as we look at the replay, and you have Martin rolling out to his left. He gets his shoulders squared and throws the ball on a double move to Marcus Culhane, who makes a real nice catch with his hands and turns the ball up forward for the big play.
That was actually Hebel on the tackle. Going deep, and it's a touchdown. A 29 touchdown pass to Casey Lewis, and A West is not dead yet.
Yeah, on that last play, they pick on the sophomore Hunter Rainwater, who just lost the ball and maybe have lost it in the lights. And what a great pass and catch there for Arvada West. And don't look now, even though there's 4:20 left to go in this game, they're still very much in it.
Whiting will try the extra point. Snap, hold, kick. Good. So it's 31-21. The Wildcats strike quickly. Now, well, after this play, we'll talk more.
Yeah, take a look at the last play or the touchdown, and what a great throw by Martin as he connects with the wide receiver there, number 88. And you know what? Just Rainwater, I don't know if he lost the ball or whatever, as I said earlier, but it was a much-needed touchdown by Arvada West to make the score 31-21. And let's not forget that Arvada West still has all the complements of timeouts. So they don't have to go for the onside kick here.
That was an 86-yard drive in 1 minute and 20 seconds. So it's a 10-point game, 2 possessions. We'll see if they try the onside kick. It looks like they're lining up to do so. The kicker is Caleb Whiting. And the hands team out there for Legacy. Nobody is deep. Might see maybe a pooch kick too.
Usually when you have your hands team, you have one guy back so that if the kickoff team does kick it deep, you'll still get the ball.
Matt Droder is standing at his own 29-yard line. And here's a little pooch kick. It will bounce and it will go into the end zone. Smart play by Matt Droder, the senior, to let the ball go into the end zone. Although, if it didn't go in the end zone, be some trouble there for Legacy.
Yeah, Legacy would have got gained possession or inside the 5-yard line. So really a fortuitous bounce for them there.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Steven Yoshihara has had a good night. So has Fidel Paris. Paris on the evening with 119 yards rushing on 26 carries. 3 timeouts left for A West.
We'll get a chance to look at the big man, number 11, Skylar McWee. He actually leads the team, Legacy, in sacks.
Nothing. 2nd down. Paris gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. And we'll see when A West will take their timeouts. They'll take one right now. So they have 2 remaining. Legacy also with 2 timeouts left. And Justin, let's take another look at the touchdown as we wait this timeout.
Yeah, again, that last touchdown was on a deep pass to Casey Lewis. Casey Lewis, the 6'2 junior, and weighing in at 160 pounds as he caught the ball there. And we get a chance to look at some of the fans from Legacy High School on their homecoming night. Bill, do you remember your homecoming night?
No, I don't.
It was that far ago.
Yes.
Again, look at Martin throwing the ball there to Lewis. And just a great catch to catch it with his hands. But again, what Arvada West did was they picked on the sophomore Hunter Rainwater. And so sometimes you got to find those matchups that gives you the best opportunity to score. They did there.
So 2nd down and 10. I would guess Legacy will keep the ball on the ground. And they are really packing the box, the Wildcats. And a pitch to Paris. Paris gets the first down with hard running. Evans and Stack on the tackle. That's a big first down. Because now the previous timeout by A West was wasted.
Yeah, and one thing to also mention, Bill, is that just like in college rules, whenever you get the first down, the clock does stop momentarily as the chains are reset.
They spotted at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, Lightning.
And if you're Legacy, you want to take as much time as possible. And what's going to happen is that Steven Yoshihara is taught to look at the back judge, and he'll put his hands in the air and he'll start counting down the play clock.
Bublitz gets spun to the artificial turf after a 3-yard gain. Timeout, A West. They have 1 left. .326 on the clock. This is a must situation here. Another first down for Legacy will pretty much do it.
Yeah, so what you want to do if you're Arvada West is you want to go for the strip. So you want one guy to grab to tackle or to hold up the runner, and then as the runner's being held up, you have guys just come all around and just go after the strip to create a turnover.
A lot of guys wearing togas tonight in the crowd.
Well, Bill, I thought you were going to wear a toga.
No.
What happened? I thought, in the pregame meeting that we had, I thought you had that going on. What happened?
Bad enough that I have to wear a tie. Although I should do a broadcast without my shirt on.
No, let's no.
For the ladies.
No.
So it'll be 2nd down and 7. Ball resting at the 35-yard line of Legacy.
There we go. It's Don with the tuba.
I wouldn't mind playing the tuba if I had somebody to carry it around for me. Yoshihara barking out signals. Gives to Bublitz. Penalty flag on the play, and I think that's going to come back. Don't forget, after the game, we will have our post-game show. A lot of feedback on referee Jim Keller's microphone. 2nd down and 12. 3:21 on the game clock. And a keeper by Yoshihara. And he fumbles. Or was he down? The tackle was made by Feliciano. And
Bill,
Justin, tell me, do you think this is a fumble?
Well, first of all, great fake by Yoshihara as all the defenders go one way, but that's a clear fumble, and there hasn't been a signal on if it was a fumble or not. So this should be Arvada West's ball.
Wow.
Wow, that's huge if they don't get the ball here.
Legacy got a break. That was a fumble. If we can see it one more time.
Yeah. Just again, as Yoshihara carries out the fake, and it's just a great hit as number 2.
Ball's out.
Yeah, the ball is out. Yeah. Yeah. Garrett Feliciano caused the fumble there, and it was recovered by Arvada West. So this should be Arvada West's ball at the 35-yard line with 3:15 to go, and it's a whole different ball game if they get that call.
That is a blown call by the officials. So a break for Legacy.
Well, Bill, what's interesting about the call is they never made a signal. The referees never made a signal of if it was a fumble or if it was just down on the play. They never signaled anything.
I'm not even sure if they knew the ball was out. And Greg Whistler, the head coach of A West, he wants an explanation. So a tough break goes against the Wildcats. They're the Mad Cats right now.
Oh, yeah.
31-21 Legacy trying to kill the clock out. 3rd down and 7. Yoshihara will put it up. Looking deep for McCall. It is intercepted. Picked off by Tristan Rios. And A West will get the ball.
Again, let's look at the replay as Yoshihara looks. And this is pretty much just to get the dagger, just to end the game. A real good pass, but too much air on the ball. And also, what a great pick, a great interception by number 15, Tristan Rios. Who says the little man has no hops? Even though he's at 5 foot, $160. What a great play there. And, you know, Arvada West did get the turnover on the last play, but they do here.
Martin is going to run. And he's going to go down at the 35-yard line. Corralled by Ayers. 3-yard pickup, 2nd down and 7. Hurry up offense for the Wildcats. Martin, intercepted by Bublitz. That's a pick 6. Goal game. A 40-yard interception return for a touchdown. 2nd score of the night for Jake Bublitz, and that should put it away. Legacy goes up by 16.
Yeah, Bublitz just looked at the eyes of Alan Martin, the quarterback, and Martin just tried to force one into his tight end, and Bublitz was right there to pick off the ball, and there was nobody around him, nothing but green grass, 40 yards to the end zone, touchdown, and this game is over.
Are you going to be like Don Meredith and start singing Turn Out the Lights?
Turn out the lights, the party's over.
Baum will attempt the extra point, and he nails it. 2:26 to go. It's Legacy 38 and Arvada West 21.
Yeah, let's take a look at this last play as we look at the interception. Again, Martin just has his eyes set on his tight end, but, actually it wasn't on his tight end. The ball was intended to Marcus Colhane on the slant route, but there goes Bublitz right there in the path of the pass, there to pick it off, and there's nobody there. Celebrates a little bit early, but he knows that this game is over with that score. As you said, his 2nd of the day, had 1 rushing and 1 on the interception there.
And if Legacy holds on, which I suspect they will, we'll talk to Wayne Voorhees after the game. And we have a dilemma. Who do you have on the postgame show? Bublitz, Paris, Yoshihara?
How about we just get them all?
It's a lot of interviewing for me there, Justin. I don't know if I can handle it.
Come on, Bill. You're
Bob
a young
will kick
man.
it away. Culhane at the 1, to the 10, 20, 30, to midfield, and the kicker brings him down. Travis Baum after a 52-yard return.
Yeah, and looking here at the replay, you know, Culhane probably wasn't too happy about that interception for a touchdown, especially going to him. So, you know what, great blocking there by Arvada West. They only had one man to beat, and you got to beat the kicker. Come on, you can't get taken down by him. Great run getting the ball back into Legacy territory.
They're not going to go down without a fight, that's for sure. Complete to Rios. 9-yard gain. Second down and short. Hurry up offense for A West. One thing I've been impressed by Alan Martin, he's got a really good arm.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about earlier. When he sets his feet, the ball just flies out of his hands.
Quarterback keeper for the first down inside the 30. Clock will stop momentarily with 1:48 left. One timeout for A West. Nice thing for A West, Martin is only a junior. He'll be back. Pass incomplete. Intended for wideout Casey Lewis, who caught a touchdown pass earlier. Second down and 10. Look at the sidelines of Legacy. They might go back to the gold helmets next year, according to Wayne Voorhees. Maybe the gold pants as well. Martin. Downfield. Incomplete. Ball hit the artificial surface. That'll bring up a third down. Pass intended for Rios.
So, Bill, looking forward for Arvada West after this game. Their next game they'll play against Fairview, and then afterwards they'll play against Boulder. And then they have two tough ones. How about this? Ralston Valley, who's currently ranked number 7th in 5A, and then Pomona, who's ranked number 2.
Pass is behind the intended receiver, and it'll bring up a fourth down. So this is the last stand now for A West. 4th and 10. Ball at the 30-yard line. And they trail by 17.
Yeah, and also looking at the schedule for Legacy after this game, they'll play against Pomona, and then they'll face Fairview, Boulder, and finish up the season against Ralston Valley.
Martin flushed. He's going to try to run for the first down, and I think he got it as he squirts out of bounds. Martin on the scramble for the first down. How about that?
Gets to the sticks, and as you say, Bill, there's no quit in this Arvada West team, and that's what Coach Rissler wants to see. Again, he was saying how this team is so much better than not only last year, but even a month ago. There's a lot of growth that we see on this team, and yes, they have a lot. They have some growing pains to go, but this is going to be a very good, real exciting team to see next year.
Martin running for his life gets taken down at the 30-yard line as he gets sacked.
Taking a look at this replay, and Martin's just trying to, pretty much what I like to say, do his best Ben Roethlisberger impersonation, just trying to make something happen. Unfortunately, just like Ben Roethlisberger a lot of times too, he gets sacked.
Ray on the sack.
In the backfield by Kyle Ray.
So A West takes their final timeout with 1:08 to go here at North Stadium. This is a really beautiful facility, and I think the kids really like playing here.
Yeah, I do. I just like the field surface and everything about this stadium. And
this a better high school field than you played on at Montbello?
Yeah, by a long shot. I
heard
wish
you guys played on asphalt and glass.
we did play on. We did play on glass, but asphalt, kind of the truth. The time that I played, it was at the Stutler Bowl, and we were playing on actual artificial turf. That hard surface. Ooh.
Second down and 20. Martin pumps, and he gets thrown to the ground. 5-yard loss. And all the receivers who went deep have to sprint back.
Yeah, Jake Chittick's the senior on the sack there.
3rd and 25. Martin, outlet pass complete, and Culhane gets taken down. Out of bounds, so it'll bring up a 4th down. Might as well chuck it toward the end zone here.
Yeah, and throw it to your best receiver, again, which is Culhane, who stands at 6'2", 185. Why not just give him a chance on a jump pass? Worth a shot.
But right now, too, the Legacy defense, they're just coming after the quarterback, totally ignoring the run. Martin to the end zone. It is incomplete. Through the hands of Hunter Rainwater, who almost had a pick. And it'll be turned over on downs. So the Martin goes to the sideline, and the Wildcats will come up short. They played a pretty good ball game tonight, but Legacy a little bit too much on their home field. So I'm sure they'll take a knee.
Yeah, and while we still have a couple of moments left in this game, just want to let you know that the schools taking part in today's events are part of a 340-member schools of the Colorado High School Activities Association. As members, we promote and protect the privilege of participation in interscholastic activities. We also promote lifetime values like respect, teamwork, citizenship, competition, hard work, and sporting behavior. We help reach and motivate students. We develop policies as a group and as a responsibility of membership. We are coaches, administrators, and game officials working for the common good of kids. We are CHASA.
What are you reading, a book there?
Self-published book in a little bit. You could buy it online.
Well, there you go. The clock will wind down, and that'll do it. Our final score here tonight at North Stadium, Legacy 38, Arvada West 21. A West, they dropped to 1-4 on the season, and they will play Fairview next week. Meanwhile, Legacy, they improved to 2-3. And next on the docket, a tough one. They will play Pomona. And don't forget, we'll have the post-game show coming up next. But we'll take a final look at the touchdown by Boblitz that sealed the deal.
Yet again, Martin with the, he had a real good game, but just not enough. Jake Boblitz scoring on the offensive end and also on a defensive end to seal the deal for Legacy, a huge win that they're needed.
Legacy, 385 total yards, 272 for A West, 202 yards rushing, led by Fidel Paris, 131 yards on the night. There's your final. Stay with us. We'll talk to Wayne Voorhees on the postgame show. Final score tonight, Legacy 38 and Arvada West 21. Right now we're with the Lightning head coach, Wayne Voorhees. And Coach, you said this was a must-win for your team. What do you think this victory does for you guys moving forward?
Well, hopefully it's going to build some confidence for us, and that's the big thing that we wanted. We obviously wanted the win, and we wanted to have some success, and we need to use this to propel us hopefully for a few more wins this season.
You were down 14-0, and then you reeled off 31 consecutive points. What was the turning point?
Well, when we got that score right before the half, I think that was big for our kids going into halftime, knowing we were only down 4, and we got the ball back. So we talked about at halftime, we made a few adjustments, and if we were able to come out and put 7 points on the board, we take the lead, and we never relented.
Now, they were pretty good early on, A West, moving the ball down the field, but the defense clamped down. What was the difference there?
You know, the biggest thing is we talked about tackling and wrapping up and making sure you're in the right spot. And I think that was the big thing for us in the second half.
You had a big crowd here tonight. They were very enthusiastic. Do you feel that on the sidelines?
You do. You feel some of the energy, and especially the second half as we took the lead and got it going. I think if we would have had a lead early, it would have been a lot more energy, but it definitely helps our kids.
In a few moments, we're going to talk to Fidel Paris and Jake Bublitz. But Paris, 131 yards rushing, but the unsung hero is the offensive line tonight.
No question. Like I say, we made a couple of adjustments at half, and it opened up a lot of running lanes for both Fidel and Bublitz.
Thank you very much, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate it.
That's Wayne Voorhees, the head coach of Legacy. And right now, we're going to let's bring him in both in. All right. We had 2 players of the game, Fidel Paris and Jake Bublitz. We didn't know which one to interview, so we said, what the heck, we'll do both. Here's Fidel. We'll start with you. 131 yards on the ground. Especially in the second half, you guys started pulling out big chunks of yardage. What was the key there?
Well, you know, our offensive line just really kicked it into gear, and I really owe it all to them. They opened the holes, and we were finally able to make some plays.
Do you think you wore down the A West defense?
Oh, definitely, especially when we went with our power package. I mean, they were tired on the field. You could just tell it, so we really attacked that aspect of it.
How important was this win for your team, having come in losing 3 in a row?
Oh, huge. I mean, especially our homecoming game. And for me personally, you know, I have this is my first homecoming game. And just to help our team win on a huge night like this is just awesome.
Can you feel the energy from the crowd?
Oh, definitely. I hear each and every one of them when we're on our big plays and all that kind of stuff. They're awesome tonight.
You hear each and every one of them. How many are there in the crowd tonight?
I don't even know.
Then how do you know you heard them all? I'm just busting your chops. Hey, great job, senior running back Fidel Paris. Now we bring in Jake Bublitz. Jake, 2 touchdowns tonight, 1 on offense, but the play on defense pretty much sealed the game. Take us through that last play.
I mean, definitely getting my scouting report helped. I know they had Marcus, he's their go-to guy, and I was just reading eyes from the quarterback. So when I found out that they were running a screen a slant combo, I mean, I was just putting myself in a good position.
Now, when the ball's coming to you and you have green acres ahead, do you just think to yourself, don't drop the ball?
I mean, I'm trying to stay concentrated and just try and catch the ball, and then I'll run later.
Now you're down 14-0 in the first quarter. Things didn't look all that good for your team. How did you stay focused? How did you stay motivated and not fall apart?
I mean, at practice, our preparation is to stay positive. So, I mean, when we went into halftime, it was good just to go and refocus and then get back and go in the right direction.
Now, Coach Voorhees has been pretty disappointed the last few games with the turnovers. You had a turnover tonight, your team, but basically you did secure the ball, especially in the second half. Was that something you focused on?
I mean, that's exactly what we're working on at practice. I mean, you don't want to give up the ball. So, I mean, we're just trying to do stuff the right way.
And how do you think things will turn out as you move along the way after a win like this?
I mean, this is great for our confidence, great for our motivation, and hopefully it'll keep the guys excited to keep on playing.
Now you're a senior. Any plans on playing in college?
I mean, right now I'm looking to pursue baseball, but I'm still open. I'm looking at the service academies right now.
Okay, well, good luck to you. Appreciate your time. Jake Bublitz, 2 touchdowns tonight. And we bring in Justin Adams. And Justin, we said in the pregame, turnovers will be the difference. And 1 turnover tonight for Legacy. I'm sure Wayne Voorhees doesn't like that. But overall, a very clean game for them.
Yeah, and it was just the way that they fought back, especially early. One of the turnovers that Legacy had early in the game was turned into a touchdown by Arvada West. And Arvada West was up 14-0 early in this game, and Legacy could have just thrown in the towel. But again, credit to not only Coach Voorhees, but the rest of his team as they fought back and scored 24 unanswered points to take the win in this game.
And high school football is full of emotion. You were there for many years playing high school football. What did it mean, that touchdown late in the first half for Legacy?
Well, not only the touchdown, let's just start with the field goal. You never want to go into halftime with a goose egg on the scoreboard. You know, you come back out and you want to take whatever momentum you can, and the touchdown there before the end of the half was momentous, especially with Legacy getting the ball back to start off the second half. They went down, scored, took the lead, and never relinquish that. That was huge.
Now, we talked to Fidel Paris and Jake Bublitz, but another guy we could have spoken to, Steven Yoshihara, the senior quarterback for Legacy. I thought he managed the game very well and made big plays when he needed to.
Yeah, especially on the long pass. I believe what it was, 53 yards. Taking full advantage of what Arvada West likes to do. Again, Arvada West likes to blitz, especially from the outside, leaving a lot of single-man coverage. And so whenever you have that, you have to have at least one big play in the passing offense, and that's what Yoshihara did there. Great game by him.
And he didn't get sacked, and that's pretty good against the blitzing team.
Yeah, and also to look for, your hot routes, your hot reads, and he did a great job doing that. And not taking, as you say, not only sacks, but not a lot of negative yards overall. Great game by him.
As far as A West goes, we've seen improvement from last year to this year, even though they fell short tonight.
Yeah, they have nothing to hang their heads on. They came out fighting strong, just didn't have enough to sustain and to get them over the hill. But I tell you what, this is a team next year that will be, I will say early, they'll be very dominant because they have all the pieces in place to be a good team.
Just need a little bit more seasoning. Our next game, we'll see Erie take on Holy Family. And Justin Adams, for I understand, you're a big man at Holy Family.
Yeah, my name's pretty famous around there.
Anyway, that'll do it for tonight. A great job by our crew, as always. Also, thanks to our stat man, Don Pablo Apodaca. So for Justin Adams, I'm Bill Rogan. Our final score tonight, Legacy 38, Arvada West 21. Thanks for watching, everybody, and good night.